Today on Traverse City Guide, we're headed to Sugar to Salt, located in the beautiful Grand Traverse Commons here in Traverse City. This spot is all about showcasing northern Michigan through locally sourced, seasonal ingredients, a philosophy the owners built right into the heart of their menu. We're starting off with breakfast and then finishing with some of their sweet treats. So let's head inside and see what makes Sugar to Salt a unique stop in Traverse City. Sugar to Salt is a breakfast spot built on simple values: fresh, seasonal ingredients, a love for community, and food that starts your day off right. Their menu shifts with northern Michigan's harvest, featuring thoughtful, beautifully plated dishes that highlight what's in season. Inside, you'll find a stunning pastry case filled with house-made treats with a welcoming bar where you can grab a coffee to sip and stay. Began our breakfast with a hot cup of Higher Grounds drip coffee and a Higher Grounds hot chocolate, which was made with a mix of coffee and rich cocoa. They were both warm, smooth, and the perfect way to ease into the morning. Higher Grounds is also located in the Grand Traverse Commons, and they're dedicated to sustainability and social responsibility. Our server dropped off a small plate of house-made multi-grain biscotti for us to share. It wasn't something we were expecting. It was a nice touch to the experience. Getting to sample some of their baked goods alongside our coffee made it even better, and the biscotti paired perfectly with our drinks. For one of our breakfasts, we ordered the risotto. It featured creamy risotto cooked perfectly and mixed with tender lion's mane mushrooms, fresh mozzarella, and seasonal vegetables. The beets were roasted just right, soft, sweet, and full of flavor, adding a nice contrast to the mushrooms and fresh mozzarella. There was a perfectly poached egg nested on top, and the microgreens added a fresh, vibrant touch that brightened the dish. Each bite had a great balance of flavors and textures. There was the richness of the egg complementing the earthy mushrooms and sweetness of the beets. Beyond the taste, the presentation was impressive, with every component thoughtfully arranged on the plate, and overall, it was a great breakfast that hit all the right notes, and it was a perfect way to start our day. Next up, we tried the sandwich. It was piled high with pastrami, ham, a perfectly poached egg, fresh mozzarella, farmer greens, and aioli, all served on soft focaccia. The sandwich was massive. I could only manage to eat half, but every bite was worth it. The combination of the savory meats, creamy mozzarella, and the rich egg made for a satisfying mix of flavors, while the fresh greens added a light, crisp contrast. It came with a side of fresh-cut fries that were perfectly seasoned, and the house-made ketchup added just the right amount of tang and sweetness. The presentation was inviting as well, and each component complemented the other one. Overall, it was a filling, flavorful, and well-balanced meal that really showcased Sugar to Salt's fresh, seasonal approach that was a great way to start our breakfast. For our sweet treats, we went with a cherry scone. It was large and softer than some scones we've had around town, which made it really easy to enjoy without feeling dry or crumbly. The scone was packed with cherry flavor with fresh cherries throughout the entire thing. Each bite was satisfying and flavorful, and the size made it easy to share as well. The texture was tender and light, holding together perfectly while still feeling fresh and homemade. Overall, it was delicious and well-balanced. And last, we tried their carrot cake muffin, and this had to be one of our favorite desserts in Traverse City. Right away, what caught our eye were the tiny carrot sprinkles on top, adding a playful touch and hinting at the flavor inside. The muffin itself was perfectly moist, far from dry, with chunks of fresh carrot and nuts throughout, giving it a satisfying texture and a true homemade feel. But what really set it apart was the cream cheese frosting, rich, decadent, and perfectly balanced with just the right amount of sweetness. Each bite was indulgent without being overwhelming, and the combination of the spiced muffin with the creamy frosting made it hard to put down. It was a fan favorite for sure. Overall, our visit to Sugar to Salt was fantastic from start to finish. From the warm, flavorful coffee to the hearty and creative breakfast dishes, and finishing with sweet treats, everything felt fresh, thoughtful, and made with care. The flavors, textures, and presentation all came together really well, and the portion sizes were very generous. Whether you're stopping by for a morning coffee, a filling breakfast, or a sweet treat to take home, Sugar to Salt is a spot that really delivers. All right, we're just wrapping up at Sugar to Salt. We had a great breakfast. That risotto was super tender, perfectly cooked, and my sandwich, which had pastrami and ham on it with a poached egg, was a great meal. It was actually so large, I'm taking half to go home because it is just massive. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Traverse City Guide. We'll see you on the next guide.